Hey guys, this is Pete Peppers, and this is a brand new Candy Crush Saga gameplay preview. There was a big update last week in the soft launch, which is out in limited release, and a lot of new stuff, and the game looks a lot more complete, so I thought I'd make a new video just to show you how things look and what to expect when this game comes out worldwide. So the main thing, it's called Jelly Saga. It takes off from the jam idea that we had in Soda. First thing you notice is the candies have a new look now that they didn't have in our first gameplay preview. It was sort of just the same game engine, so we saw the same looking candies as we saw in Soda. But now it's been updated, and you can see jam works the same way as it always did. So you make matches and spread the jam. Nothing too complicated here. It's the first level, but you can see overall it has a really nice look to it now. Like it's really coming along. If you go back and watch the first gameplay I had, you know this is a big update now as far as just how competitive it looks. And so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this level off since it's pretty easy, but I'll show you some of the other level types and what else is new as soon as I'm done. So a lot of people have been asking about the game and when it's going to come out and for the full release. I've read some articles that seem to make it sound like it'll be early next year, so we're maybe just about a month away. One of the things I noticed I play all the games in soft launch when I can, and one thing I've noticed is they really did speed up the development of this one. It's been getting completed a lot faster, moving ahead a lot faster. So this is the first new game mode that's really interesting. This is the spread more jam than the queen. So here we have red jelly and she has green jelly, and we're both trying to spread more than the other person. So whenever I made a special there, I got an extra move, but typically it'll go back and forth between, one player goes and then the other player goes like this. See, now it's her turn. So she's going to take a move, I get the move back. So it's pretty cool. It's a heads up kind of mode, and she can do the same thing. When she makes specials, she can stun moves. And as far as tips go for these, Queen's pretty good as far as like making the simplest match kind of move, but most of the times if the board lays out correctly for you, you have a really big advantage over her because she doesn't anticipate the move that's going to come afterwards. Really, I've noticed. I just finished the last. There's 120 levels in the game right now. I just finished them all yesterday, and this type, the queen isn't as bad as the next one. The other versus mode that I'm going to show you in 1 second. It can get frustrating at times, but you can see there, she didn't do anything to like really give me a big problem. It's the simplest level too. Let's keep that in mind. So that's the queen mode. This is not a versus mode. This is the Poplars, and this is similar to bears in Candy Crush Saga. You can see you make matches above them, and then they pop out, and you have to collect them based on how many there are. There's a couple big differences with this, though. The first is that the biggest difference is that they can actually move. You can see I revealed one there, and it actually moved up on the board, so they don't stay static where they're at. But you can see like they come in different sizes, but generally they're about like three lengths long for the normal size, and you just have to find out where they're at, just like you would the frosting in soda, and then sort of chase them down as they move away from you. There's
delicious.
So now I just have to remove that last square down there.
Marvelous.
So those are it's pretty cool. They were called critters in the first one.
Delicious.
And so they have a cuter look now, and it's a little more polished. Can get frustrating at times, just like the bears do. But the next level type, it involves them, and it is actually what I think is the most frustrating level type, and the one I hope that they kind of smooth out a little bit, because some of the higher levels towards the end are really tough, and they were really frustrating. So let's see. Let's spread the jelly. I'm looking for a Poplars. You can see the different colors for versus. And I'm going to find one. Here we go. So this is the final new thing, game mode wise, and this is Cupcake Karl right here. So we have to bring home more Poplars and Cupcake Karl. It's the same concept, except now we're playing against each other like we did with the Queen, except for we both have the same goal, and we have a little meter up here, and whoever collects 3 of them first will win. And same deal, when I make specials, it stuns him, so it's always a good thing to do.
Sassy.
And I'm going to try to, board's pretty wide open, so I'm going to try to, you could see as I see this like kind of electricity on the outside of the board, you can see as the more of those you hit in a row, it sort of builds up an explosion around the match that you make. Like I was struggling to put it into words here. What it does is like when you make a regular match, like you would, it actually blows up some of the area around it too. Just it's not like a brand new match. It's just like it'll add to it, add to the effect that it has. That's the way to say it. So that's kind of cool. And this is a really simple one, but the thing about Cupcake Karl that makes it a lot harder is that you're both trying to do the same thing. So there's this strategy of like not setting him up like right there to finish so that he can beat you. And you can see even in this really early level it can be hard at times, because with the cascades and everything else, it's like you can't really be sure like how things are going to fall into place. So it's kind of frustrating. Another place I found it frustrating in the high levels was whenever he actually doesn't make the smartest move. Like, it's good that they're not as good, the opponents that you have, the Queen and Cupcake Karl, like you don't want them to be as good, but at times it can be actually frustrating, because there's just some obvious moves that need to happen in order to open up the board, say, and like a board with a lot of blockers, you really need to clear it out in order to save all the pieces or whatever. He won't make the obvious move, and it's just, it can be kind of maddening at times, like when you're really trying to move along. So I just want to point out one other thing here. I just picked a random board. They also added a new booster. This came 2 updates ago, and it's a lollipop color bomb, which is pretty cool. It'll take out all of the pieces of the same color. So, you know, if I click on the blue, it explodes all the blue. And you can see it spread jam to them as well. Didn't take away a move. So that's a pretty powerful booster, you know what I mean? So the question I had for you guys that you can ask and you can weigh in on the comments, would you like to see this booster go in their other games like Soda? Because I think it's pretty interesting, and I think it would come in handy in a lot of spots. So I'm just curious to see what you guys think. So that'll wrap it up for now. Like I said, they have added a bunch of levels. We went from 80 that it was kind of sitting at for a long time all the way to 120. I played through them all. You can beat them all without boosters right now. There was some times when some of them were hard before, like maybe impossible, the old level 63 and stuff. So it seems pretty polished. Really cool looking map, the way that it scrolls through. And it's bound to be a fun title that everyone's going to have fun playing. So let's hope that it comes out soon. Leave any questions or comments that you have. Please like the video if you found it helpful. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Subscribe to my channel to get all the latest updates like this. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.